everybody, Luke Gordon here, physical therapist, and today's video, is all about some things that I've learned recently about how to help people manage chronic swelling and lymphedema. So when I think of chronic swelling, the average person I think of is that person who has swelling like in their feet and their ankles. A good example or thing to look out for is if when you take off your socks and then you still have sock lines and there's all that swelling in the legs. So I've been doing a lot of research with the other two PTs here at the clinic who specialize in chronic swelling and edema, simply because we help a lot of clients with it. And I've learned 4 really cool things that I wanted to share with you guys that will help kind of lay the groundwork for some of the later videos that I'm going to do about some of the concepts that involve how to treat it and how to get better. So I just want to share these 4 things with you on this video, and then I'm going to start creating some more videos. The next one I'm about to create is about 6 simple tips to reduce swelling and edema. So I'll link that at the end of this video. Yeah, I'm going to have more useful information going forward, and for now I just want to share these 4 things that kind of gives you a little more of an idea about what it is and what can be done with it. So the first thing I learned out of the 4 is that a lot of people suffer with chronic swelling and edema. Whether it's just swelling, like your legs are just kind of puffy and plump and there's just a bunch of extra fluid there, or it's more like lymphedema where you've had, let's say, a cancer treatment and lymph nodes removed and stuff like that, so the 2 are kind of different, which I've discussed in other videos. But the thing that I'm really coming to appreciate, the more that I've been researching it and trying to study it and learning from the 2 other therapists, Jennifer and Kimberly, is that a lot of people have it. So now when I'm just kind of looking at the average person, like in the clinic who's here for orthopedic type stuff, or even we have a lot of clients that come in for Parkinson's treatment, a lot of them have swelling throughout their legs. And it could just be because of limited activity, mobility, but it could be because of previous surgeries and previous issues, which I'll touch on a little bit more here in just a minute. So that's number 1. It's a huge issue, and I think in general it's something that isn't talked about a lot because most of us PTs, myself included, just don't know how to treat it or what to do with it. So that's number 1. The second one is that we have all these orthopedic clients. Orthopedic, meaning that they come in for knee pain, ankle pain, back pain, shoulder pain, whatever. We have all these orthopedic clients who actually are being slowed down in their recovery process because of chronic swelling and or edema. So a great example of this is someone with a knee injury. Let's say they had a knee surgery, could be a total knee replacement, could just be an average knee surgery, and the swelling just won't go down. So in PT land, as a typical orthopedic PT, usually I'm just trying to work the flexibility, we call it range of motion, trying to work the strength, get them as strong as you can. But ultimately, if I can't clear the swelling out of the knee and the leg and up and through the abdomen, which I don't really know how to do as a PT, and 95% of PTs have no idea how to do that, then it's really going to limit the ability for that body part to heal. So again, what comes across as a typical orthopedic issue can really be positively impacted if we can clear that whole system and get the fluid moving. So again, this client with a swollen knee might have an issue up near the abdomen, around those lymph nodes or around all those different things that are going on there. And if we can clear that pathway, which will allow the swelling to drain out of the knee, it makes sense that that person has a much better chance of healing because now the blood can flow into the knee and out of the knee much better. So your body can bring stuff in that it needs to heal and recover, and then it can flush it out when it needs to get rid of toxins and waste products and stuff like that. So again, even for the standard orthopedic client here in the clinic, a lot of them are really going to benefit from working with someone who knows how to help them clear the swelling and the edema. So that's number 2. Number 3 is that I really didn't understand until talking with our PTs about how much scar tissue and breaking down scar tissue can have a positive impact on swelling and edema. It makes a lot of sense after just kind of going through it, because when you're looking to clear things like swelling and edema, we're talking about having the blood flowing through the venous system, but also specifically through the lymphatic system. Now I've covered that in more detail in other videos, which again I'll link the playlist to the end of this video if you want to know more about that. So I won't go into detail now, but simply put, again, if you have scar tissue in these areas, whether it's your knee, abdomen, or a great example actually is if you had breast cancer and you had radiation and lymph node removal, it's not just the fact that you have lymph nodes being removed, it's the fact that the radiation has caused a bunch of scar tissue. Now if the scar tissue kind of tightens down and clamps down on any of those vessels that I mentioned, especially those lymphatic vessels, then the fluid just can't move in and out. So it's really important if you do suffer with chronic swelling and edema that you address any ongoing scar tissue. Again, it could be in the abdomen, it could be anywhere kind of up the chain from where the issue that you're having, whether it's the legs, the knee, arms, chest, whatever it is. So that's number 3, is that scar tissue. Last thing, which is just a common theme that I've talked about a lot, is that chronic swelling is not necessarily part of normal aging. So I think a lot of things get swept under the rug, especially for older adults. As they're getting older, you go to your physician or someone like that for advice, and they say, oh, well, I've got this thing that's bothering me, I'm sore here, or my leg is swollen there, or whatever it may be. It's a common thread for the aging adult in our country, is that you're just told it's a normal part of aging, which means there's nothing you can do about it, which means just live with it and accept it and move on with life. So what I'm coming to appreciate is that, just like a lot of other things that I mentioned that are not considered normal aging in my opinion, and that you can have a positive impact on, chronic swelling and edema definitely falls into that category as well. So if you've ever been told, hey, yeah, you've got all that swelling in both your legs and you can hardly fit your feet into your shoes, that's just part of getting old. To me, what they're actually telling you is, I don't know how to help you. So let that sink in for a minute. They're not saying, they are telling you that it's just normal, but what they're really saying is, I don't know how to help you. Now, up until now, when I'm just learning these new things, these new tidbits of information, I didn't know how to help you either. I just did what I did, and hopefully someone else did what they did. But anyways, what I'm telling you now to wrap up the video is that there are specialized PTs. We've got 2 of them here at our clinic, depending on where you're watching the video from. There's probably some in your town. If you look at PTs who can manage or assist you with swelling and lymphedema, or just edema, however you kind of put in your Google search terms there are PTs out there who can help you. So please don't settle. Don't settle for, oh, it's just part of getting old. There are obviously some facts of life that we all have to digest as we get older, but this may not be one of them. Or at the very least, the amount and the severity of the swelling may not be normal, and you may be able to have a positive impact on that. And if you're walking around with swollen, heavy legs, if you could just imagine 3, 4, 5 pounds being drained out of each leg, it would be huge for your mobility, especially if you're having a difficulty like with balance and stuff because your feet are swollen. So just think there's a lot of positive that can come out of it. So I would just encourage you, reach out to me, leave a comment below the video. If you need any more help or questions, so leave that below the video, or reach out to someone in your area who can help you with that, and don't just accept it as normal. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel while you're here, and leave me a comment if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, you could leave me a comment too, I guess. If you have other ideas or suggestions, that'd be great. So that's it for today. I'll be making some more videos here soon about chronic swelling and edema, which I'll link up either in one of those bar type links or at the end of the video here, like I mentioned. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.